I'm good. Mama. Sigourney. For free. Miss Genevieve. Oh, bitch, you're spilling on me.
And this is an AMSR or whatever you call it. Hi, I'm Kendra Onixxx.
And I'm Gia Ferrari, and you're watching the Boulet Brothers Dragula Season 4, Episode 5, BOUview! Mama. Okay.
So we're back, and it's Episode 5, and we just want to thank you guys for all the nice comments. That you guys have all said to us. What we really, really want that's in the bottom of our hearts, we talk about it every day, is please, please, please don't send any of the contestants mean, filthy ass text messages and shit.
Yeah, because if we hear that shit, girl, we go to your house, we beat your ass up. Both of us. We don't give a fuck where you are in this country. We like traveling. We'll go anywhere. Beat your ass. You send any hate to anybody, we'll beat your ass.
So, the episode opens up, and then they're wondering who got exterminated. I mean...
Girl, was there any question about it? That's the question.
So, Miss Jade Jolie walks in first. Everybody's like, woo, 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 woo. And then, Bitter Betty walks in.
Hello, I'm here.
And then Miss Sigourney Beaver.
She walks in last, so they find out that Miss Marilyn Cherlin, Miss Mary Cherry herself, is dead. She's gone.
The star, the legend!
She was crushed by a pair of thighs.
Of New York.
Jealous.
This is probably the only extermination that you would have wanted to be in.
Girl, I would have been like, just choke me, please. Just.
You would have turned around.
I sure would.
Mouth open. Mouth agape.
But Mary Cherry, I think it was definitely her time to go, but we love her.
We love Mary Cherry on this channel.
Yeah, and she is, you know, she didn't have the best run on Dragula.
I think she went all the way to episode 4. That's not bad. She didn't go home first. Although she did have a problem with Sigourney, I don't feel like she's warranted all the hate that she's getting.
No, not at all. Girl,
we have people in life that we don't like.
Yeah, I don't like you.
Half the time, I don't like your ass evil.
Whatever. But, you know, that's just the way it is. Just don't send her any hate. And especially, don't be racist. Don't be, like, why?
It's insane to me that people feel the need to jump into somebody's DMs that they don't know, that they've only watched on TV, that they've seen a snippet of what they have filmed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. Don't be that person.
Yeah, we love
Please
Mary.
don't.
We love Mary on this channel, and any Mary hates, we will block your ass.
Period. We won't delete a comment, but we will block you.
Okay. All right, so we find out the challenge, and the challenge is to do a ghost ship glamour look. Basically, under the sea, the ship has sunk, but you got to do glamour. They emphasize that this is a glamour challenge, and so we about to see a bunch of glamorous.
We about to see some ghosts that's under the sea, that's dead, that's waterlogged and shit.
Now I am the iceberg that sunk that ship.
And I am the lounge singer on said ship that the iceberg destroyed. So they get the challenge and they figure out they have to lip sync to the Boulet Brothers' new track, Wicked Love, available on all streaming platforms. Make sure you guys download it. And after they get the challenge, they also find out that they have to find a key, just like in season 3. So the key is the key to life and death.
Yeah, and basically if you find the key, you have the opportunity to either save yourself from extermination or send one of your competitors into the extermination.
So what would you do?
I think I would probably send one of my competitors.
Oh, wow.
And just say, you know what? Bye, girl.
I would definitely send a competitor, too.
Yeah. Well, it depends. Because
it doesn't depend for me.
You choose it after the challenge, so if I felt like I did shit in the challenge, maybe I'd save myself. But if I felt like I did fine, like enough to be safe, then I'd be like, you know what? Kendra, you're on the bottom.
Oh, wow.
Bye, girl.
I would 100% send somebody. I mean, you know... Everybody loves a power move. Yeah. Everyone loves a power move. Just like when Naomi on that other show, she sent Manila home. Girl.
That was the gag of the season.
Of All Stars.
Girl. Bye, girl. You're the biggest. So Jade ends up finding the key.
Yes.
And so it's all in Jade's hands, and we will find out later what she does with it.
And the funny part about it was everybody was looking for the key. And it was like...
It was like 15, 20 minutes that they were looking.
Like, Dahli was like,
what the fuck is this key? But
it's a small area. And then even Bitter Betty was like, what if nobody finds the key?
That would have been so funny, but Jade found it.
She found it.
The table, under the thingy.
She is the key keeper.
The key master, mama.
So this episode, they don't do a floor show. It's just the performance that we're judging.
Performance. So we're going to go based off of how they're standing when they're being...
During judging.
So first up, we have Miss Saint. What did you think of Saint?
I really like Saint's look. It's very fashiony. As she said, she's the fashion queen this season. However, it is the same silhouette as her cow look. And for me, she was so particular with the hair to look wet. I wish she would have addressed the outfit. Like, if she was a ghost, her outfit would be, like, worn, rotted, weathered. But that was like the whitest pants I've ever seen a ghost wear in my life.
I thought it was a strong look. I like the silhouette. Yeah. It was very similar to her cow, but it was still really good. And the wet hair, I did wish that it was... I feel like it did cover her face quite a bit for the performance.
Not quite a bit. It covered her whole face. The only thing you could see was like her mouth. Pretty much like this.
And she's wearing those shoes again.
She is wearing her office shoes.
Her office shoes.
That she walked in, and then she puts them under the table to change it to her kids.
Girl, I don't know.
She has them on.
And she mentioned in the episode when the Boulets had told her that, you know, we hope you wear some different shoes. She's like, well, they're about to be disappointed. So I guess that's the only pair of shoes she brought.
And they weren't disappointed. The judge was, which was crazy to me that the judge that had saw her for the first time said something about those shoes.
Yeah, but the look itself, from ankle up, I thought it was very, very strong. It was one of my favorite looks of the night.
I would have, same.
Yeah.
I just would have wore like a finger wave under the hat. Like, why would you want to, for somebody that they've said needs to give more energy.
Yeah.
And then she even said that her look is like 250%, but like the energy is like a 2.
Yeah,
like, why would you cover your face?
I wish she would bring more energy, but I mean,
I still give this look 2 thumbs up.
The look is 2 thumbs up.
The energy,
but it's also a performance challenge. So the performance, sorry, mama.
So next is Miss HoSo. So how do you feel about HoSo's look? Okay, so HoSo comes to the competition with the Eastern European vision of glamour. And the Boulets didn't say, we want to see traditional glamour. They didn't say that. And then if you look up the definition of glamour, I'm just going to paraphrase really quick, but I'm sure David will put it up right here, that it says pretty much something that's catching to the eye, that's interesting. It doesn't say a ball gown, coiffed hair, gorgeous makeup. It doesn't say that for the definition of glamour. So for me, I like the way that HoSo kind of took it to her realm. She tried to put us in her mind, and this is what glamour is for her.
HoSo, we had you guest a few weeks ago, and I love you so, so much. You are fierce, fabulous, everything. This look, to me, for me.
For you.
I did not like it.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't get glamour from it at all. And I understand that there's, you know, there might be an East Asian.
I said European, huh?
Yeah, you did.
I'm sorry.
You did. Oopa. Okay.
Okay, so earlier I said East European. I meant East Asian. I'm sorry, I misspoke.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, there might be an East Asian influence or reference to it that maybe I'm not understanding. But to me, it just, I didn't read glamour from it at all. I did like the silhouettes of the dress. I just felt like it was a bunch of sleeping bags sewn together to me. For me.
Okay.
I didn't like the makeup very much. I feel like when she did the beach, the Nosferatu Beach Challenge, when she had that makeup and the little like black pin-up hair, that was way more glamorous than this was.
Okay.
So I think she can definitely do glamour while still sticking to her horror makeup. But to me, this was not it. I thought the hair was I'm sorry.
You didn't like it.
I'm sorry, HoSo. Yeah, it was. I don't like it.
I'm not gonna say I loved it. I didn't mind it. If that makes sense.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give this look 2 thumbs down.
I'm gonna give it 1 thumb up.
So next up, we have Miss Sigourney Beaver, and what did you think of her?
I liked her look. Miss Sigourney's proportions are ridiculous.
Girl.
Like that waist is so snatched. The boobs are just, and then the waist is. She literally makes the Coke bottle.
She looks great.
She looks
Absolutely.
great.
I thought the outfit itself, for me, the dress was a sequin dress.
It was a sequin gown.
It was a sequin gown with fabric hanging off her arms.
It was very Grecian inspired, I felt.
I don't know. I
Like
feel
when she held up her hand, it reminded me of the muses from Hercules. You never even seen that? It's a Disney movie.
I'm not a big fan of Disney. I'm sorry, but Miss Sigourney, I feel this was a glamour challenge. And I know in the later drama of this episode, girl, in the later drama of this episode, like, people were giving her shit.
You haven't seen Hercules?
I haven't seen Hercules. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
Let's go back to Miss Sigourney.
Yes.
Sigourney. In the later, like, drama of this episode, they were giving her shit for just always bringing glamour. But this was a glamour challenge.
It's a glamour challenge.
So it's what she brought. But I do feel that because she's been bringing glamour basically every single challenge, that when I saw her, I was just like, she's cute. I wasn't like, oh my God, Sigourney. So I thought the look itself was good.
This look was very, for me, it was very reminiscent of her Weird Wild West.
Yeah, the hair especially.
Yes, that's what it gave me.
Yeah, I agree. But, it was a good look. I'm going to still give it 2 thumbs up.
I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. It was not a bad look at all. But for Sigourney, for me, it's expected.
Yeah, I've seen better looks from Sigourney already.
Yes.
5 episodes in. So, but it's also a performance challenge, so she probably...
Oh, she performed her ass off.
Yeah, she performed her booty off, and she got a booty.
Took us. Next, we have Miss Jade. So, how did you feel about her look?
I actually liked her look. I thought it was very draggy.
Very drag.
Yeah. I like the barnacles and the color and the hair. It wasn't like a fantastic look, but it wasn't a terrible look or a bad look at all. She was safe, and it was a safe look.
I feel like this look was very, 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 very safe. For me, I feel like if you look at the cast as a whole, Jade's look is the only look that I can see just like, oh, girl, let's go to a bar. And then that look I could see on the stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like I said, it's not a terrible look. It's definitely very generic, but it's a good...
It's a good look. I mean, she had the barnacles in her hair. She had the pearls. She had the microphone. Her look was great. But the base of her look, for me, was pretty basic.
Yeah, I'm going to give it 1 thumb up.
Same. 1.
1.
It's 1 for me.
Just a 1, mama. All right, so next up we have Miss Bitter Betty.
Or should we call her Petty Betty?
Petty Betty. What do we think of Miss Petty Betty? I
loved this look.
Me too.
Like, she went for the 1980s Ghostbusters look, and I get that because that's what I was trying to do for Resurrection. And it's just so right for me.
She looks incredible. I think out of everybody, she looks the most ghost-like. She looks like she was singing in the ballroom when the ship sunk.
She looks like the lounge singer that came out before me. She opened for me because, you know, I'm the star. She opened for me. The only thing I wanted was more grunge, more distress.
Yeah, I think we saw her, like, she was using, like, this serrated knife to, like, distress the dress.
I think she stopped right after they stopped
they're done filming?
talking to
throw the knife
her.
away. No, I think, but still, this is, I think, the best she's ever looked. There's a whole competition.
No. The best she looked was the Rock Challenge during the Performance
That
Challenge.
makeup was pretty good.
But this look it's good.
It's a really,
It's so
a really
good.
great
Blue
look.
scale from head to toe.
I think her performance was good. And spoiler alert, she was put in the bottom. I don't think she deserved to be in that bottom.
She did not deserve to be put in the bottom.
She looked
Even
great.
her microphone was glittered and blue.
Yeah, she looked
Like,
fantastic.
is
Miss
that?
Petty Betty, Bitter Betty, Betty
Bitter Betty, booty booty.
I think I give this look two
thumbs.
up.
2 thumbs up.
You look so good. So good. So good.
You don't even know.
You
You don't know. So next we have Dahli. So what did you think about their look?
I think Dahli looked really fucking good. Honestly.
Dahli looked so glamorous.
Yeah, Dahli. Yeah, and I like that Dahli is a very masculine take on drag. And still managed to look glamorous because I feel it's a little difficult to bring glamour with the masculinity. But he was able to bring. I mean, his face, even with the mustache and everything, looked gorgeous. I mean,
I know Dahli identifies as non-binary, and this is like, for me, what the definition of non-binary is. Like, you didn't, like, there was a mustache there, the eye was beat, and did you catch that was a nod to the dead Dahli? Because Dahli used to always do the halo eye.
yeah. It was
a perfect marrying of the sexes.
This look was absolutely great. I like the belt that looked like a porthole.
A porthole. Portfolio.
The judges mentioned that Dahli was the ship.
Yes. I didn't get the ship from Dahli, but I did like Dahli's look.
Yeah, I love Dahli's look. Yeah, aside from the porthole, I didn't really get much of the ship. But
I didn't care to even know what Dahli was, if Dahli was the ship or the broom or the trash can. Dahli looked amazing.
So good. Like, you don't even know how good.
No.
It was so good. Like, amazing, incredible.
Amazing,
Another
magnanimous,
club,
another
bus,
club,
train,
bus,
everything
plane.
great, amazing. 2 thumbs. So last but certainly not the least, we have Ms. Zavaleta. What did you think of Ms. Zavaleta herself?
The look I did like. It gave me very 20s flapper that got on the ship. Very 20s flapper that got on the ship. That's what it gave me. I'm not sure if that's what she was going for, but that's what it gave me. But the performance, they really didn't show much of her.
I mean, I know this was a performance-based challenge, and I wish they would have shown everybody evenly. I didn't see much of her. I also got the same flapper vibes from her. Again, I don't know what she was going for. But I thought she looked fine. She looked fine. She didn't look fantastic. She didn't look terrible. She just looked fine.
Yeah, true. I liked it. It was a safe look.
It definitely was a very safe look.
So I'm going to give this one 1 thumb.
I'll do 1 and like a quarter.
I'm just going to do 1.
All right, so after the challenge, we see that Miss Jade Jolie is using the
Power of the key of life and death.
and she has decided to send Miss Bitter Betty to the Extermination Challenge. Do you agree?
Okay, so if it was me and I was in Jade's position, yes. But do I agree with Bitter Betty being in the bottom?
No.
Absolutely not.
I think Bitter Betty for me was one of the top.
She was one of the strongest.
I thought she looked fantastic. But aside from Betty, the other bottoms were HoSo and Zava. Do you agree?
Yes.
I
Absolutely.
also agree. I think if Betty wasn't in the bottom and it was just the bottom 2, definitely HoSo and Zava for me. While their looks weren't terrible, they were the weakest of the bunch.
I don't like that word, weakest. I feel like HoSo was so in her mind with what she wanted to present.
Yeah.
That it wasn't what they wanted to see. You know what I mean? But Zavaleta should have been at the bottom.
Yeah, and then we find out that the top is Sigourney
and Dahli.
And the winner of the challenge
is
Miss Sigourney Beaver.
Yes.
And do you agree with her?
I don't.
opinion? I don't.
I feel like my top two were Dahli and Bitter Betty. And I felt like Dahli should have won.
Mine was Dahli and Saint, actually, aside from the shoes. I think Dahli and Saint, and I do feel that Dahli should have won the challenge.
Yes. Dahli literally came out there, because I know, Dahli is my friend. So we chat often. And I know in the comments, Reddit, YouTube, all the social medias and things, everybody's always saying that Dahli is doing the same face, the same dot, a boo. And I feel like they shut them down this episode.
Yeah, this was a very strong look for Dahli. But they give it to Sigourney. I mean, they didn't show us everybody's full performance.
Yes, of course.
So maybe Sigourney really did have the strongest performance, which was this was a performance challenge.
It was a performance challenge.
So
Sigourney, you won. Congrats.
Congrats to
Golf
Sigourney.
clap.
Congrats. I mean, like I said, I thought Sigourney looked good.
Sigourney looked great.
Yeah.
Sigourney's always going to look great. That's one thing I don't have to worry about with Sigourney.
Yeah. I feel, though, that, I think if I was both Boulets, both of them, I would have given it to Dahli.
Same.
We got to talk about this Cauldron.
Sis.
Mama.
This Cauldron, usually it's like... But this one was bubbled,
girl, it bubbled
over.
Girl. It was, honestly, okay. Going into this episode, I love you, Mary Cherry. But when Mary Cherry was gone, I'm like, okay, no more drama. But girl, this episode was like drama. Like you said, just bubbling over. It was like one thing going on over here, another thing going on. So HoSo was like pissed that she was in the bottom.
But what I did love is that Dahli was like the narrator of the Cauldron. It was so good.
To me. And I liked how it was like, we got this going on, but let's go back and find out like how it all started. It was so funny. It was good editing, whatever y'all did. Amazing, incredible, show-stopping, never before seen. Another bus, another club. Okay.
So the first issue in the Cauldron was Saint.
Oh, yeah. Saint
talking to the group about not winning.
Yeah.
And then Saint's all, well, my look, I'm giving like 250% on the looks. And then in the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, but you're giving 2% of the energy, sis.
Girl, yeah, that performance, give more energy. Mama. So Saint was still in the top.
And then I cannot even fathom how the bottom three performers felt listening to somebody complain when they're safe.
Yeah.
About how I'm safe and I'm angry, but they're up for extermination.
Yeah. And one of the other issues going on in the Cauldron was HoSo being just so upset that she was in the bottom.
Ooh, HoSo was pissed.
She was very
HoSo was
pissed.
so mad, she started speaking Korean.
Girl, she was
mad. She was
yelling in Korean. HoSo, she was upset that she felt her look was glamorous, and I'm sure she did feel glamorous, and I like that when they asked her how she feels about her look, that she was still like...
She didn't back down from her look.
Yeah, she supported her look, and I like that. I still feel that her look was not glamorous, but she was out there. She had every right to be in her feelings, and I do
every right. I
do like that she recognizes when she's being mean, I guess. She stops herself, and she's like, wait,
when she's lashing out, instead of just like, I feel this way. HoSo has a great self-awareness.
Yeah, I like that a lot about HoSo, and I love HoSo, you know that. Another issue going on in the Cauldron was, I guess, nobody even congratulates Sigourney on her win.
Sigourney.
And people were kind of upset at Sigourney for winning because she's like, apparently always bringing glamour, but this was a glamour
It was a glamour challenge. Imagine she came out in a trash bag. She would look so out of place.
Yeah, this was a glamour challenge, and this is what Sigourney does best, is glamour. Yes, she's been bringing glamour every week, but it's what was asked.
And then Zavaleta and Jade got into it, and they went like in a little bickering match.
Yeah.
Which was, it was good. Don't get me wrong, it was very rich. But it was kind of uncomfortable to watch.
It was kind of a little childish.
It wasn't kind of. It was very childish. But I get it. Everybody's under a lot of pressure. It's like, bitch, you're not in the bottom because of this, or you're in the bottom because of that. Get on up.
It was very entertaining TV, honestly. I was sitting there on my couch next to my Christmas tree with my dog, and I was like...
Your Christmas tree is already up?
I sure
Mine too. Hey.
I was like, this is... Girl, give me more of this. This is good.
Zava was just so angry that they were in the bottom.
Yeah.
And I mean, I get it. You're in the bottom, but you have to kind of like take yourself out of the competition sometimes and be like, well, I'm in the bottom because I was outperformed by everybody else. Not because your look was bad, not because your drag is shit, but because you just got outperformed by someone.
Yeah, it's a performance challenge, and there was several other monsters that outperformed you. You weren't terrible, but you weren't the best.
And I've seen Zava perform, so I know Zava's a great performer.
Zava is a fantastic performer, yes, absolutely.
So, the Extermination Challenge is a spectral photo shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And did you recognize the beach at all?
Yeah, it was the same. Was it the same beach that they used in the season 1?
It was, where Frankie Doom was coming out of the water as her freaking monster. It was great.
I personally thought they were going to be like underwater taking pictures.
Like coming out, like kind of like a la season 1.
Yeah. But they were kind of just like on rocks as the waves were coming. But I still, personally myself, for me, would have been terrified because I'm terrified of the ocean. I've had bad experience in the ocean when I was little.
The water.
Girl, no, I would have been so scared. But basically, they just had to take pictures and
picture after picture after frame after frame after frame, and pretty much whoever, I guess, represented the challenge the best was gonna continue on in the competition.
Yeah, and unfortunately, at the end of the day, at the final of this challenge, they decided to exterminate and kill and murder
and maim
Bitter
Betty.
And honestly, I don't think she should have gone home this week.
I don't feel like Bitter Betty should have gone home this week.
No, I don't even think she should have been in the bottom.
Just looking at the pictures from a viewer, unbiased, for me, I saw the pictures and I saw Bitter Betty like popping out. She looked like a ghost coming out of the ocean.
And like I said earlier, she looked the most ghost-like out of everybody. And in those pictures, she looked like ethereal. And
very.
Like, she's a ghost. You know, we have HoSo over here going in her spooky, ooky face.
What I will say, Zavaleta is the only one that had on heels.
Girl.
Zavaleta was walking and climbing in them damn heels. So that's points for you, mama.
Yeah, so I think Zava should have been safe. Honestly, just based off of this episode alone, I'm going to say it. I love her to death. But I think I would have exterminated HoSo.
What?
Toma. I mean, everybody's so strong at this point in the competition, but I don't personally believe that...
Turn of events?
I don't personally believe that Betty should have gone home.
I don't.
And Zava was fucking it up. And I feel HoSo, as much as I love her, I think I would have...
I feel for me, in the first time in Dragula history, this should have been a non-elimination, non-extermination.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, because
I felt all three of them are strong. They're so strong, and I want to see more from each and every one of them. And it sucks that I don't know what Bitter Betty's going to do next.
Yeah, I don't think Bitter should have gone home.
But you're exterminated.
She's gone.
Bye.
Bye. Deceased.
See you later.
She talked to the shell. She went, hello. And the shell went,
you're dead. And the shell was like, bitch, I'm killing your ass.
Oh, and she was like, and she got pulled into the ocean. She's drowned. But.
Oh my God. You are stupid.
But she looked the most ghost-like, so she looked the most appropriate to be dying. So that was the episode. What did you guys think? Please let us know in the comments down below. We know you guys like to chit-chat, paddywhack, give a dog a bone.
All the time.
All the time. Make sure you guys leave us a like, subscribe to us, watch the entire BOUview.
The entire BOUview.
Don't skip no ads. Nothing. Not one of them. We poor. We're poor. We're poor. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I am at Miss Gia Ferrari, and on Twitter at _Miss Gia Ferrari.
And follow me at Kendra Onixxx everywhere on Twitter, capital K, capital O. And if you guys are wondering about this gorgeous hair, Miss Dahlia Black from season 3 made it. Her handle will be on the bottom.
And we will see you guys for the next episode, episode 6. Oh, goodbye. Love you. Oh, die late at night in my